Good afternoon. Welcome to Eavesdrop. I'm your host, Eva Campbell, and today we're going to be talking about the recent decision made by the NCAA to let student athletes make money off of their name, image, and likeness. To talk about that today, I have Jackson Hilliard and Carrington Doyle. Thank you guys for being here. So Jackson, why don't you get us started and tell us what you think about it?
I'm torn on the whole deal because I feel like with all these institutions and universities making all this money off these players, it's only fair that they get a little piece of the pie as well. But at the same time, I feel like it's too new to really see the long-term effects on the players, especially when they're so young, 18, 19, 20. And then today I saw an article actually that the Ohio High School Athletic Association was putting to vote a notion that high school students in Ohio would be allowed to receive NIL deals. So that's kids who are 15, 16, 17, kids who can't drive yet, kids who can't legally vote yet, and I don't know how I feel about it.
So that's just opening a whole can of worms.
Yeah, I think it's too soon to tell the negative effects, but I feel like if you look at Hollywood, you could see a lot of young celebrities who the fame comes too quick, the large sums of money come too quick, and they can't quite handle it right.
Yeah, completely.
I completely agree. I think you take like a young person, you give them a ton of money, you don't know what they're going to do with it. You know, they're not fully matured yet, and I think any 18 to 22-year-old that is given thousands to millions of dollars, you're going to, like, any normal person, you're like, well, I don't know what to do with all that. Like, you don't know. And, you know, I was reading an article about a football player in the class of 2023 who could be making $8 million by his junior year in college. And, you know, like, he's being promised that number of money. So, you know, his mindset is going to change of his future. Now he could be a millionaire, you know? But then what if he gets injured?
Yeah, it's a really sticky situation that the NCAA is kind of in right now because they make so much money off of these student athletes that they almost should get money for all of the hard work that they put in and all of the time that they don't have to get another job or work at a harder degree. But they are way too young to be given the amount of money that I think some of them are given. But I have read that a lot of the times the big like NIL contracts will go to people like JD Note and people like him who play a lot and really bring in a lot of attention for the university.
I'm still scared of it though because if you look at it, they kind of need assistance when you come into that much money and things, but it's not like universities are going to be giving everybody a tax lawyer or an accountant to help them with all this. And so I don't know if they're going to be able to implement ways to help them or to regulate it soon enough, or if somebody's going to have to be negatively affected by it in the long term for them to actually do something about it.
Yeah, and I think that is a very fair concern because it is never a good idea to give a young person that much money.
Yeah, I just don't think any young person would know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Especially in Ohio, that's a young age, 15, 16.
Yeah, way too young. Well, I'm really sorry that's all we have to talk about today, but thank you guys so much for being here, Jackson Hilliard and Carrington Doyle. I'm your host, Eva Campbell, and we'll see you next week on Eavesdrop.